We're going to discuss how to fix Nico, Will, and you tell me if you agree with these 4 suggestions that I had in a column on Off the Hook Sports.
4 downs, 4 questions, 4 answers. The Dave Hooker Show.
4
downs. A presentation of offthehooksports.com.
Okay, so Will, I just want to throw these completely at you. And Caleb, if you want to jump in there, you go ahead. But people can read my opinion at Off the Hook Sports. So I really want Will's reaction to these. And one of them was already discussed as Cooper Mays. What should people do that like Will on the station?
Cooper Mays here. Hit like and subscribe.
Thank you.
Coop here. First down.
All right, it's fix the offensive tackles. But how do you do that, Will? Is it they need to run extra after practice? Is it they need 12 personnel help? Is it what? Because right now, they're the main problem. So to fix Nico, I believe you have to fix the offensive tackles, but I'm not sure that I have a great answer in how to do that.
I would try to rest them. That's what I would do. I mean, you've had to because of their injuries and things like that. You've had to throw in Dane Davis and Larry Johnson. So why not have, okay, third series is going to be Dane Davis or Larry Johnson and work a rotation. And that's the thing that I would do so that maybe my guys, Dallas Cowboys did this in the 90s incredibly well, right? That depth at offensive line. And then it would be a close game, but by the end of the third quarter, they're leaning on you a little bit because they were able to rotate offensive linemen and you weren't. And so they would just start, and then you get to 10 minutes into the fourth quarter, Emmitt's not getting touched until he's 8 yards downfield. That's what I would do, is try to make sure those guys are healthy for that stretch run. And so third series might be Dane Davis. Fifth series might be Larry Johnson. I'm going to give them a little bit of time off, and that's what I would do to try to rest them.
I hadn't thought about that, but that's a really good idea. And by the way, if free agency doesn't come along, the Cowboys win 8 Super Bowls in a row. Do you agree with that?
If Jerry Jones didn't need the accolades and he'd have just kept Jimmy Johnson, they'd at least won 6, you know?
Guys, y'all are ignoring the fact that the crack would have just gotten to him way too much. I mean.
Hey, supposedly, the later Michael Irvin stayed out, the better he practiced the next day.
Cooper Mays here. Second down.
All right, slow the tempo. I know that Danny White loves a lot of scoring because it helps him market. I know Josh Heupel loves a lot of scoring. The fans love a lot of scoring. But didn't we see against Oklahoma, there's nothing wrong with scoring 25 points and winning a football game? Had that happened against Arkansas, nobody's a negative Nancy all of a sudden. I just think that this particular team is not suited to tempo. Now, I say that they can run up to the line and then run clock, Will, but I don't think they need to try to get 85 plays in a game.
I look at it this way. If you play Mark Stoops games, you win Mark Stoops prizes. Would you like to be that's just, if you look, we were talking about this on Monday. Look at the top 15 in college football right now. 13 of them are trying to get points, right? The other 2 are A&M and Notre Dame. And you just are going to lose to somebody along the way you're not supposed to when you try to win with defense and ball control. The other side of that, though, is if you're a coach, coaches, small community, they're going to think I'm going to win with my strength. And the strength of this Tennessee team is the top 2 strengths are defense, running the football. So I get why Josh Heupel wants to do that, but you get those you get an Arkansas output every now and again whenever you do that. And so, look, if Graham Mertz is there, do you think Tennessee wins on Saturday if Graham Mertz is healthy the entire game? Because I don't know that I believe that they do. So to me that right now we're just in an era. Josh Dobbs is the one that is the kind of went over this with us one time last year. Points are king. Anybody who if you look at teams 16 through 25, that's where you see your defensive guys. No matter how many blue chip ratio dudes they have, it just seems like if you want to be in the department that Tennessee wants to shop in, live in the neighborhoods Tennessee wants to live in, points are king right now.
All right, third down. Here we go.
Cooper Mays here. Second down.
All right, now this one again, it sounds like I'm calling out injured guys.
That was second down. You got to hit third down.
Tennessee center Cooper Mays here. Third down.
Thanks for keeping me straight there, Caleb. Be consistent at receiver. Now, part of that was because of injury, but I'm past the point of what we were told in the preseason that, yeah, we're going to run 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1,500 receivers in a game. I don't believe that. I believe that Josh Heupel likes to lean on 3, and we've seen that throughout his career. So I think that Brew McCoy, Dante Thornton, Squirrel White need to be healthy. I'm not calling them out for injuries, but if you're going to be consistent, Chaz Nimrod needs to make a catch. I just think to fix Nico, they have to be better at receiver. Some of it's not their fault, again, the injuries, but they have to be better there.
I also think the routes are stupid. And I know that I hate to, I don't want to be insulting to somebody because that's one thing you never want to do is take a pot shot. But I don't understand what you're trying to accomplish here with some of the routes that they're running. Why are you running guys into coverage? That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. If they're staying 10 yards off, you get the ball to somebody, pick up 8, be done. You know what I mean? Or maybe you make a guy miss and you're gone because their team sprinting these guys from the secondary into the box to take away the numbers game that Tennessee has. When they're showing 5 in the box, then it ends up being 7 in the box. I don't understand what they're attempting to accomplish here. Some of that's on Nico too. How many times have you seen Chris Brazzell one-on-one on the outside and he won't throw the ball up and let Chris Brazzell make a play? It's like he's waiting for a guy to be open instead of putting a ball into a place, Nico is, that either throws a guy open or where a guy can go make a play for him. And you see this with young quarterbacks, right? You see them wait until a guy's open because in high school or when they were young, all their life, they've had a good enough arm to be able to beat that. Well, you're at a different level right now. So I don't think the receivers, I don't think they're that good. But I do think that Nico's not really putting them in a place to be able to make a play because he's waiting until they're all the way open instead of anticipating when they're open. He's not putting the ball up on the perimeter to let a dude make a play. Like Brew McCoy can fight for a football. Chris Brazzell can fight for a football. So Mike Leach made his entire living on one-on-one on the outside, put the ball up, let's fight for it. I don't understand why we're not seeing that right now, and I think that's less on the receivers and more on the quarterback.
That's fair. All right, you got 4th down here, Caleb.
All SEC center Cooper Mays here. 4th down.
All right, Caleb, what do we got?
So, do you fix Nico by just giving Dylan Sampson the ball a lot more? And before we get to that, I want to address what you said on the a little while ago because it's actually relative. Because I'm starting to get Steve Spurrier vibes with Josh Heupel in a negative way. We've always called him today Steve Spurrier, but I'm seeing that he's getting a little impatient by having to stick to the run the whole time, and he really wants to take those deep shots in the second half, and he's frustrated that they're not there. And so should they just run Dylan more?
I would say no. I would say to me, it's when Steph Curry's not hitting the outside shot, what does Steph Curry do? He's going to drive into the lane, and he's going to try to get to the free throw line. Whenever you see a good outside shooter, it's not their night. They're going to drive in the lane, try to get to the free throw line, or get a quick, easy layup with a high percentage shot. And that gets them into a rhythm, and then you see them start hitting the outside shots after that. To me, again, that's what the quick passing game will do. Quick, short passing game will do for Nico. Build his confidence, get your wide receivers into the game earlier, and get them locked into what's going on so that they're not running, quarter and a half without seeing a target because Tennessee's only throwing the ball 25 times a game. To me, that's the thing that you do is you use the short passing game to supplement the run game because they're just running inside zone all day long, right? That's kind of what they're doing. So to me, you use that short passing game to supplement your run game, but it also gets Nico going. It also allows you to go tempo. It also makes defenses have to stop stacking the middle of the field right now, taking away those deep balls that you want to have. It just solves a lot of your problems, at least right now. And to me, that's what you do is you get Nico in a rhythm, throwing the football with short, quick, easy completions.
I can roll with that. Will, how do we follow your work? You do a fantastic job. 3 to 7.
Well, to follow up on that real quick. Just to say that, do you think the issue then is the actual run plays or that so you think the issue is that it's the actual run plays against, for instance, a 3-3-5, not that they're not running enough?
No, I think they're running enough. You look at the number. I mean, if you're throwing the ball 25 times or running the ball 45 times, I feel like it's enough, right? Like you're probably running too much a little bit. So to me, I would say I would want to get guys out of the box area, spread defenses out sideline to sideline because you can't do it downfield right now. They're just not there, whether it's Nico, Heupel, or the wide receivers. It ain't there. So once you know that it's not there, I have to do something different. So to me, it's less about running the ball more because you're already running the ball about 70% of the time, right? So I wouldn't want to go any further than that. So to me, that's what I would do is just I would throw the ball more, but I would just take completions, throw the ball more, see if one of these wide receivers can make a play in space.
Will, the sports animal 3 to 7. We greatly appreciate you. Have a fantastic rest of the day. And you want to give us a score prediction? Have you done that yet?
I think Tennessee wins. I think Alabama has bigger problems. I'm buying what a lot of these former players and coaches are talking about in the media right now, that Alabama, you have a lot of former Saban guys that now have a player-friendly coach, and they don't know how to handle the freedom. I think Tennessee wins.
I agree with that. And I think some of them actually resent not having a disciplinarian because that's what they signed up for.
Yep. Yeah, I could see that.
All right, Will. Appreciate you.